The year is 1804, the month, December. Notre Dame Cathedral echoes with expectation. I, Napoleon Bonaparte, the once unknown artillery officer from Corsica, stand before God and France. I will be emperor. This is no simple coronation. In an act of supreme self-assurance, I take the crown from Pope Pius X's hands and place it upon my own brow.
This gesture declares to the world that Napoleon's destiny is his own. No longer a son of the revolution, he is its master. His ambition will shape the future of Europe. Napoleon's path to power was paved with the triumphs of a seemingly invincible army. His Italian campaigns announced his arrival on the European stage. He outmaneuvered and crushed the armies of Austria, securing France's borders. Yet Napoleon's ambitions extended beyond France. He envisioned a Europe reshaped in his image. The Egyptian campaign, launched in 1798, was both a military adventure and a testament to Napoleon's grand strategic vision. He sought to strike at Britain's imperial lifeline by seizing Egypt. While the campaign ended in defeat, it further fueled Napoleon's legend. His victories at the Battle of the Pyramids and the Siege of Jaffa showcased his military brilliance. Napoleon's return to France in 1799 was pivotal. The Directory was weak and unpopular. France saw in Napoleon a saviour. The Peace of Amiens in 1802 brought a brief respite from war in Europe. However, the fragile peace was not to last. Britain, threatened by Napoleon's growing power, declared war on France in 1803. The War of the Third Coalition would be a defining chapter in Napoleon's reign.
The Ulm campaign, launched in 1805, showcased my strategic genius. I outmaneuvered the Austrian army, forcing them to surrender at Ulm without a major battle.
Austerlitz, fought on December 2, 1805, stands as perhaps Napoleon's most celebrated triumph. Facing a numerically superior force, Napoleon masterfully manipulated his enemies. The ensuing battle was a masterpiece of tactical brilliance. Austerlitz cemented Napoleon's reputation as a military genius. Flush with success at Austerlitz, Napoleon turned his attention east towards Prussia. The Prussians, emboldened by promises of Russian support, declared war on France in 1806. The ensuing campaign culminated in the twin battles of Jena and Auerstedt. The battles shattered the myth of Prussian military invincibility. Napoleon's occupation of Berlin marked a new high point in his conquests.
He had humbled another European power, yet victory had come at a cost.
The Battle of Eylau, fought in February 1807, was a stark reminder of the limits of Napoleon's power. The battle ended in a stalemate, shaking his aura of invincibility. The Battle of Friedland, fought in June 1807, restored Napoleon's fortunes. Friedland was a decisive French victory, ending the War of the Fourth Coalition. The Treaty of Tilsit, signed in July 1807, marked the zenith of Napoleon's power. The treaty saw Napoleon and Tsar Alexander I of Russia divide Europe between them. Prussia was dismembered, losing half its territory. Tilsit was more than just a peace treaty, it was a geopolitical earthquake. Napoleon had reshaped the map of Europe, establishing a new system with himself at its centre. Yet, even as Napoleon celebrated his triumph, the seeds of future conflicts were being sown. The continental system, aimed at crippling Britain's economy, would have far-reaching consequences. The alliance with Russia proved to be an uneasy one. The continental system, conceived by Napoleon as a weapon to bring Britain to its knees, was a double-edged sword. It aimed to strangle Britain's economy by closing off continental markets to British goods. While the system did inflict damage on British trade, it also had unintended consequences. The blockade forced European nations to become more self-sufficient, stimulating the growth of local industries. However, it also led to widespread smuggling and black markets. The economic hardship caused by the blockade created fertile ground for nationalist sentiments to flourish. The Iberian Peninsula became a focal point of resistance against the continental system and French hegemony. The year 1809 saw Austria, sensing an opportunity in Napoleon's entanglement in Spain, declare war on France, igniting the War of the Fifth Coalition.
The Austrians, under my leadership, had used the preceding years to reform our army.
Napoleon, facing a renewed Austrian threat, was forced to abandon his plans in Spain. The Battle of Aspen-Essling, fought in May 1809, resulted in the first major defeat of Napoleon's career. The Battle of Wagram, fought in July 1809, restored Napoleon's fortunes. Despite his victory, the War of the Fifth Coalition exposed cracks in Napoleon's empire. The Treaty of Schönbrunn, while a victory for Napoleon, did little to address the underlying tensions. The continental system was fueling resentment and resistance across Europe. The marriage of Napoleon to Marie-Louise in 1810 was a strategic maneuver. While the union temporarily eased tensions with Austria, it also further alienated Russia. Napoleon's empire, vast and seemingly invincible, was in reality a structure built on shifting sands. The stage was set for a final epic clash of empires, one that would determine the fate of Napoleon and reshape Europe.